The death of NBA 2K. You know, long before I was standing in front of a green screen with a mullet and a microphone, I was your typical gun and ball kid. If you can't tell, I was really into that stuff. And I played a lot of NBA 2K. In fact, I played the first NBA 2K for the Sega Dreamcast, which, if I remember correctly, is probably somewhere over here. Just to show you, I'm not kidding. This is an original Sega Sports Edition Sega Dreamcast, which I still have. That and this like one picture from my Instagram of me playing it and beating the dog shit out of the Bucks. Listen, this image is like finding a cave painting from the Neolithic period in a fucking cave. I was on my Eric Montross shit. May he rest in peace. And fuck Christian Laettner. Older UK fans will get that. And you know, I also played my fair share of NBA Live, Jam, and even Street. You know, I played them all. Even the NCAA basketball games, which I guess the NCAA and EA just hate money that isn't from slave labor, so we're never getting another one of those games. But recently, I saw a video from Stark Raving Sports about the decline of MLB The Show. Though I'm inclined to agree with this, this also inspired me to talk about a sports franchise I've always loved, which was NBA 2K. And what the fuck happened to this franchise? I mean, seriously. I left after 2K21, alright? And swore up and down I was never playing another one. But then, fell for the peer pressure again from my buddies, and I bought a PS5 with their help, and they even got me a copy of NBA 2K26, so I booted that shit up. And oh boy, there's a lot to unpack. I'm going to spare you the details because this video would be 30 minutes long, and I am strictly going to keep this to my career and my player. Because the way 2K ropes you in and then squeezes you dry of your time, your money, and your energy is frankly disgusting. Before I do dive into that, I do just want to say real quick, there are some good things about NBA 2K26 that I like. First off, the shooting and the My Player builder. It's basically what I've wanted out of the archetype system that 2K implemented back in 2017, which was the ability to fine-tune my builds, which I'm finally able to do. And they even help you like speed through that really quickly, because once you get a character to 99, you no longer have to grind your next build. You can just make another build that's completely different, or you can do what I want to do, which is refine the build I have already to make it better in the areas it should be. But this new shooting, honestly, I'm shooting better than I ever have in 2K. You have to green your shots now to make it. There's no room for error. If you don't green the shot, you don't make it. I have maybe seen one jump shot get made that wasn't a green, and even then, that guy was probably cheating. But there was also that one game where I somehow made 2 alley-oops that I did not make. My buddies are still confused at how I am able to do this, but apparently I can just do it. And they also added a new form of shooting, which is tempo shooting. For tempo shooting, you would use the stick, and it was kind of just like timing, and it felt way better compared to just using the button with the meter. I'll be honest, it's great. I love it. My brother, who refused to shoot the ball because he said he couldn't make anything, I suggested tempo shooting to him, and he proceeded to start making every single shot he took. I'm just saying, it does work. And these are honest-to-God improvements that are great. Animations that are locked behind a rating, your position, and even your height. A really nice jump shot creator that took me from a chump to a champ. I don't have many clips of me playing, but I feel like I am playing this game so much better than I have on previous 2Ks. Compared to previous games where, like, I'm wondering why my friends even play with me. And yet, for some reason, I'd rather play these older 2Ks. Fair warning, what I am about to say is purely my opinion, because I know 2K has many games in this franchise, and it is hotly disputed which one is the best. But 2K26 is not one of these games. My favorite NBA 2K game is actually 2K17. It was a toss-up between 2K15, 2K13, and 2K16. I went with 2K17 just because of how much I played it, and also the fact that I got all this old-ass 2K17 footage that I just feel like throwing in there, because why not? I still remember me and my buddies pre-ordering this game, and though I got the digital version, they were all out for the midnight release, and we played the shit out of it. And I made this 6'6" power forward lockdown defender. Some things never change.
You're a better dunker than me, apparently.
I'll tell you what does change, though. That is the quality of the more recent 2K games, because before 2K26, the last one I played was 2K21. I've been gone for 5 years, and guess what? Papa's home, and he does not like what he sees. I'm just gonna say it. The neighborhood is fucking terrible. It got implemented back in 2018, and it was so dog shit, it pushed me and my buddies back to playing 2K17. All this thing does is just bloat playtime because of how much fucking running you have to do. Like, I'm serious. There's a reason why I'm sitting in this video. I don't feel like fucking standing up to show you this. It's that much of a disappointment. I can't stand this shit, bro. I'm the Joe Swanson of 2K. Seriously, why the fuck do I need to run from one end of the map to do my Gatorade workouts, run next door to do my fucking, my hot zone workouts that I'm gonna do once a month, and then run to the other end of the map just to go play my career, or go play rec, or go play fucking anything? Especially my career with this generic ass stadium. I hate it. Like, why? Why are we fucking running around like this? In 2K17, all of this was done in my court with a menu. Now, all I have to do is fucking run everywhere, wasting my time while I also have to go do my daily rewards and then go bet on games. Did you watch 2K TV, by the way? Did you answer the questions correctly so you got 25 fucking VC? I sure as shit didn't. This is all garbage. Why the fuck do I have to see this? I hate gambling and mini games like this that take you away from what you paid 2K Studios $70 to do. Play fucking basketball. I'm genuinely surprised they haven't tried putting fucking DraftKings or Kalshi ads all on this shit show. Because that's all you do in this game now when you boot up 2K. You warm up, check your bets, do your daily rewards, which is just spin the wheel with a fresh coat of paint. And now you can play different game modes like My Park, My Career, Rec, Pro-Am, fucking Racing? Racing? What the fuck are we doing here, people? Like, I'm just gonna say it. Why is this in here? I paid $70 for NBA 2K26 to play fucking basketball. Why are you trying to get me to go go-kart racing? I can buy a go-kart engine from Harbor Freight and build one myself. I would love to show you how quick it was to go from the main menu in 2K17 to My Park. But my internet was so bad, honestly, it took me like 5 minutes, and that was if I could get in. And also, they shut the fucking servers down back in 2018, which is funny because I still remember playing 2K17 till its dying day because of how bad 2K18 was. And I avoided that game altogether and came back in 2019, which was okay. And listen, they're not shutting down servers for maintenance costs. They're shutting down servers for these old 2K games so you can't see how much better these old games really used to be. I know I said I was going to stick to My Career. 2K17 was not only the last game I was playing My Career in heavily, I also played a shit ton of My GM, a shit ton of My Team. Those used to be legitimately fun game modes. And you can't even access them on entries after that game because you need a fucking internet connection, but it doesn't work because they shut the fucking servers down. So 2K once again wants to bend you over and make you say, thank you 2K, thank you 2K, thank you 2K. Fuck this company. You just have a digital paperweight. That's it. Now, as I've said before, I'm making this video because Star Craving Sports made a video about the decline of MLB The Show, and he brought up the fact that there used to be a lot of different MLB games that were made by different studios and published by different people. But now it's just MLB The Show. And also, he brought up a little-known game called MVP Baseball 2005. Now, why do I bring up these 2 points? First off, more studios making games like this, like 2K, it adds more competition. Like, that's the most obvious reason why you would want that. Competition breeds innovation. If you want to have the best product, you have to innovate. You have to make it worthwhile, worth people's money and time. Why did people like playing NBA Live back in the day? Because it was one of the best NBA games you could play, period. It had full rosters. It had different game modes to play. The only reason you were playing NBA 2K back then is either you had a Dreamcast or you were broke, and it was the more affordable option. But guess what? If you're the only person allowed to make an NBA game, you don't have to take risks at all or innovate. You can just monetize the fuck out of the game and just let it decay a slow death. It's happened to FIFA. It's happened to Madden. Fuck, how long until Cricket 26 is gonna make me waste my money to get a good bowler? And finally, my second point about MVP Baseball 2005. When it comes to sports games, there is a lot of debate about what the best game in the franchise is. What's the best Madden? What's the best 2K? What's the best FIFA? What's the best MLB game? Very rarely does everyone in their respective areas agree with what the best game is. But it is virtually unheard of for a sports game to be so fucking good that it is regarded as one of the best games ever made. MVP Baseball 2005 can claim that. Do you understand what I am saying to you? And here we are 20 years later, and you're paying $70 for a pile of shit. SRS does go into detail about how insane that game was when it came out, and if you want to hear that, the link to his video will actually be in the description. But after all of this, what can we, the players, do about this? I know it sounds simple, but obviously it's very difficult to do. But stop playing these fucking games. I'm serious. Show these greedy fucking animals that we are done with this shit. They paid God knows how much cash to get exclusive rights to make these games, and not only have they failed to innovate and make better games, they've regressed and they spit in your face while they empty your fucking wallet every single year. Make your displeasure known. Hell, get a hold of the publishers, call them, send them emails, strongly worded ones. Don't harass them. That is not what I'm saying. At the end of the day, they can't make a game if they can't make money on it. So if you want my advice, find a different game to play. I'm so serious. Hell, get an old console like a PS2 or maybe a fucking PS3 and get one of those old 2K games, old Madden games, and play those. Because I know the majority of my audience is around their late 20s, early 30s, so they kind of understand what I'm talking about. But there's a couple of you guys out there I know that are a lot younger than me, like late teens, early 20s, that probably have never played these games, but I'm being for real. Try and get a hold of those older games and play them. Regardless of how much different the graphics are back then, those games really hold up. They are just that good. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. This video is probably like the most insanely schizophrenic rant of all time. If you enjoyed watching the video, like the video, subscribe, share it, hit the bell so you know when I upload, because for some reason YouTube just doesn't want it to be simple anymore. Share it with your friends, share it with 2K. I hope they see this because fuck them. They fuck 2K so hard, I'm sick of it. And if you want to help support the channel, check me out on Patreon. Give me some money. Be greatly appreciated. Get a couple benefits just for being a member. And then join the Discord. Get a nice little community going. Love to have you there. And anyway, thank you to the patrons wherever they are. I'll see you on the next video.